Hey everybody, it's Thomas with Get Out Arizona, and once again we find ourselves in northern Arizona, and more specifically Sedona, Arizona. And today we're going to be hiking the Bell Rock and the Courthouse Butte Trail. And as you can see, directly behind me is Courthouse Butte. Off to the right is Bell Rock, and I guarantee you it's going to be loads of fun and the scenery is going to be spectacular. Now, we still have some active forest fires up here in the Coconino, and though they have lifted the trail restrictions, the fire restrictions are still in play, although we wouldn't be doing any type of campfire today anyways. And if you notice from some of the photos and video and everything that you're going to see today during watching this, the sky is a little hazy, and that's because of all the smoke. Now, the hot shots and the fire crews are working relentlessly to get 100% containment, and they're making some headway, so all we can hope for is some good weather for them and a little bit of rain to help out. Now, Courthouse Butte and Bell Rock, the trails are actually very easy. I would say it could be enjoyable whatever your skill level is. The views are spectacular. It's really worth the effort that you'll put in. These are multi-use trails, so you can mountain bike on them, but pay attention because of the smaller ancillary trails. They're hiking only. And remember what we always say, you want to be great stewards when you're on that trail. Respect the trail signs, respect trail etiquette, do what you need to do so everybody can continue to enjoy them. So I'm going to quit flapping my jaws. We'll definitely talk a little bit more about the trail and the surrounding area while we're out on there. And what do we always say before we get started? Be kind to yourself and others. Be amazing stewards on that trail, yeah? And we gotta ask, guys, look at this as the sun's rising on this beautiful Tuesday morning. What are you waiting for? Get out Arizona. Come on, guys, it's time for the next adventure. All right, everybody, so we've literally just begun. We're not even a half mile really onto the path, but I wanted to pan around and give you guys kind of an idea of what we're going to be doing today. So pretty much everything that you're seeing out there on the horizon, which isn't really too far away, is what we're going to be hiking and we're going to be exploring today. It should be a lot of fun. Pan around again. It should be a lot of fun. And like I said, this is only about a 6-mile hike altogether when you figure, going off trail a little bit, exploring kind of different things. It's not bad. And the hiking is actually very easy. This is a very well kept manicured trail. So when I say it's good for hikers of all levels, that's true. Beginners, advanced hikers, everybody will enjoy this hike. The views are gorgeous. We'll talk a little bit more about preparation though, because even though this is an easier hike, you still want to make sure you have plenty of water to hydrate. It's going to be high of 90 degrees today, and maybe some snacks to help you carb back up to maintain that energy level. So guys, let's keep moving. All right, everyone, so we're about a mile in, and behind me, this large rock mass, is actually Bell Rock, which, tilt the camera up, there you go, you can see it. The camera angle really doesn't do it justice. It's quite beautiful, and that rock face right there is actually quite high. So, again, this path, very well kept, very manicured. We're on a slight gradient right now. I wouldn't say it's anything too critical, certainly not what we experienced at Mount Humphreys or Mount Lemmon for that matter. So definitely fun for everybody. As you can see, the views behind me. Sedona is one of those places where you pretty much can't go wrong. Wherever you hike, wherever you're gonna go mountain biking, have a picnic, you're guaranteed to have an amazing view. A lot of the small eateries and restaurants here in the Oak Creek Village area and in Sedona proper have patio areas with spectacular views as well. So it's definitely one of the crowning jewels of the Arizona landscape. And this, I wouldn't say high country, we're definitely in northern Arizona, but we're only at about 4,000 feet, 4,400 feet, so definitely not as high as Flagstaff, but you do have some elevation, and it is quite enjoyable. So let's keep going to checkpoint 2, and we'll sweep up and try to make our way to the top of Bell Rock. I've never done it before, so it should be a lot of fun. All right, everyone, so what we're doing right now is we're walking the perimeter of Bell Rock. I've never actually taken the time. There's a trail on one of the mid-rings, and Bell Rock has levels. Layers, onions. I'm like an onion. I've got layers. Okay, never mind, that was bad. But anyways, so there's a trail that actually walks you around the perimeter about midway up. I've never done it before, so I wanted to check it out today. And then after walking this perimeter, I'm going to go ahead and try to shoot the center saddle and head straight to the top, because again, something that I've never done before. So it'd be really cool to share that first experience with you guys. So again, as you can see from behind me, hopefully it's not too blown out, the views are just absolutely gorgeous. And tilt up again, there's Bell Rock. So all that being said, the hike so far has been good. I don't know, let's see what the Garmin says. Oh Lord, we're only 1.8 miles into it, so really haven't gone that far. Remember, it's gonna be right around 6. So we're what, a third of the way done? Nice and easy peasy. So yeah, so let's keep going. Let's finish the perimeter sweep, and then we'll try to get to the top. All right, everyone, so we've just about made the full perimeter walk around Bell Rock. Behind me, right there, that's Courthouse Butte, and that's where we're going to be headed to next after we try to get to the top of Bell Rock. Now, like I said, it does look like there's a way we could shoot straight up the middle of the saddle. That's what we're going to attempt. I know people do it. I'm just not sure about what path they take, which way they actually go. So we'll figure it out. We'll get up to the top, we'll snack, get some photos, get a little bit of video for you guys to enjoy, hopefully. And then, yep, we'll head down and we'll come around Courthouse Butte and we'll head back to the car. So again, today is just a really easygoing hike. You know, some of the trail around Bell Rock here, this perimeter, it wasn't that it was difficult, narrow, loose rock, you gotta be careful. If you slip and fall, it's not just, oop, I skinned my knee. You're going, whoop, you know, and, you know, 10, 20, 30 feet down. That's going to leave a mark. that won't heal by the next day. So just be cognizant of that. Very beautiful, but you still want to maintain caution, situational awareness around, you know, what's around you and everything where you're stepping. That way you can avoid injury and come out and enjoy another hike sooner rather than later. So let's keep going. We're almost completed with this, and then we're gonna shoot up towards the top. All right, guys, I'm trying to catch my breath and steady myself. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera away as I go the rest of the way up to the top. As you can kind of see from the elevation behind me a little bit, and then I'm gonna swing around this way, and that's where we're headed to. It's a little steep. It's something that I would definitely want to use two hands, so holding the camera at this point would not be prudent. So I'm gonna stow the camera for now, gonna get to the top, and then we'll take some photos and shoot some video and everything, and so that way you can see what the summit looks like in all its glory. And then it's snack time. My inner fat kid needs to eat. No snack until we get up to the top. So yeah, put the camera away and let's keep going. All right, guys, this is effectively where the trail ends for me. As you can see me panning up, there's really no way for me to go. Now, you might not be able to tell by what I just showed you, but that's about 6.5, 7 feet for me to try to stretch, reach, grab, pull myself up. And maybe I could pull myself up, but I'm kind of concerned about getting myself back down too. So for today, that's where it stops as far as getting to the summit of Bell Rock. Now, it doesn't mean I'm not gonna do some research and try to figure out a way that I can get up there safely, because I'd really like to get to that summit. I'm gonna make it a personal mission of mine to figure something out and get up there, and you know, that'll be a video for another day. But yeah, as you can see by that panning shot and the views and everything like that, we're really up, high up. We got a great view of the valley down below. I'm gonna go to a little outcropping of rock. I'm gonna have some snack, gonna hydrate a little bit, and then we'll head back down and we'll head on over to Courthouse Butte and check that out. So if you made it this far, roughly the halfway mark of the video, I really appreciate your support. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. That way you can stay up to date on all our trail videos, as well as our toolbox topics videos and the Let's Talk About It videos. So it's time to feed the inner fat kid. So, and then we'll come back. All right, guys, so we've made it down, not quite the summit of Bell Rock, and we're now heading towards the Courthouse Butte portion of the trail. It's definitely evened out. You know, down here is much easier. Going up to the point where I was snacking and everything, you guys saw that, wasn't that bad. There was a couple spots that just got to take your time, but all in all, I would say most people would be able to make that. So yeah, now it should be pretty much easy going. We'll work our way, there it is, we'll work our way counterclockwise around Courthouse Butte, and then the trail will actually take us back to the parking area, which is going to be nice. So thankfully enough, we have some overcast, we got a nice breeze, so the heat factor today is really not being an issue. So, but again, it's something you should be leery. Even though we're up in Sedona and we're at roughly 4,000 feet, it still gets up into the 90s here during the summer. You want to make sure you have plenty of water to stay hydrated. You don't want to get heat exhaustion out here on the trail. So not the way you want to be Insta famous, guys. So all right, come on, let's keep moving.
Now before you ask, Thomas, why aren't you wearing your sunglasses? I'm wearing my sunglasses, okay? It's Leopold Optics, Performance Optics. But when I have them on, for whatever reason, the eye detect won't work on the autofocus. So I don't know, go figure. It's probably the great polarization they have. But enough of that. That's why I'm not wearing my sunglasses, in case anybody was curious. Put them back on as soon as I'm done recording this bit. So we're well underway on the Courthouse Butte Trail, and we are working our way in a clockwise fashion. And I did go a little bit off trail, I'm not gonna lie. And that's one thing that, you know, brings up a good point, or I can use it to illustrate a good point. Situational awareness, okay? Just because you're walking on something that you think is your trail doesn't mean it's actually your trail, okay? Terrain wears different ways in different areas. So it's good just to verify every once in a while, whether that's with a paper map that you've printed, whether that's using an app like Gaia GPS or Trail Forks. This way you're not having to backpack any length of distance, backtrack any length of distance, and you're not going to get yourself lost, okay? More importantly. So yeah, so that's it. Everybody does it. It happens to the best of us as far as that goes. So yeah, we're going to keep moving forward. I don't know, maybe about another 2 miles left to go, 1.5 miles, but yeah, it's bound to be enjoyable. So let's keep moving. All right, everybody, so we are on the backside of Courthouse Butte, as you can see from some of the video and the B-roll and everything like that. And we're nearing the end of our journey. It's been a great hike. Again, it's gotten warm. I always tell you guys, hydrate. I'm an Arizona native. I know what I'm talking about. Make sure you take plenty of water. No one wants to find your shriveled up carcass on the trail, and you definitely don't want the coyotes to come eat you. That's just bad for business. It's a lot of paperwork for the rangers, so we want to avoid that at all costs. But it's been a great hike so far. I'll probably shag some more photos to share with you guys. And yeah, we'll do a little trail summary once we get to the end. But let's keep going. I think maybe 3/4 of a mile. And you guys have heard me say we're almost there. But seriously, if I'm looking at the Garmin, we're getting close. About 3/4 of a mile to bedrock. And we'll put this one in the book. So let's keep moving forward. Hey everybody, so as you can see by the sign right there, we are back where we started. Now our vehicle's about 150 yards that way, and that's it. You know, we're at the end of the trail, more or less. The total today was about 7 miles, and there was some additional mileage there. Remember, we thought it was going to be right around 5.5, 6. But you know, we climbed to the top of Bell Rock. We took a little bit different route on the way back, and I'm going to switch hands because that one's getting tired. But all in all, it was still a lot of fun. Again, it's a really easy hike, everybody. If you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced, you'll enjoy yourself. The views are spectacular. Sedona never fails to impress with everything that it has to offer. Now, again, it's warm right now. The temperature has crept up. I would say high 80s, if not 90 degrees. And that's typical for summertime in Sedona. So if you're going to come up here, just make sure you have plenty of water to stay hydrated. You definitely don't want to get the heat exhaustion here out on the trail. And that's about it, guys. I don't know what else to say. If you've made it this far, God, you watched the whole video, you're a trooper, number one. And I do appreciate that type of support, absolutely. But make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button if you haven't already, as well as the bell notification icon. That way, whenever we post a new video, you're going to get a notification. You're going to be able to see, where we're adventuring next. Also, there's a link to our social media down below, our Instagram and our Facebook, and that's going to be pretty much the day-to-day affairs of Get Out Arizona, bike rides, trail stuff, all kinds of different things, updates on where we're going to be hiking and adventuring next or mountain biking next. So be sure to subscribe to those as well. There's also going to be a link for Gaia GPS, which is going to show the route that we took today. So if you're kind of curious exactly, what route I hiked, follow the link, and that's a public link, so you'll be able to get all that great information. Guys, I don't know what else to say. It's an amazing day. Any day on the trail is an amazing day. Yeah, see? There you go. He agrees. The view behind me tells the tale. So, as we always say, be kind to yourself and others. Be amazing stewards out on that trail. And we have to ask, what are you waiting for? Get Out Arizona. We will see you on the next adventure. Take care, everybody.